Hey, welcome to Bossed Up Academy, where we give you all your stimulus updates, real estate investing, and not to mention that we do one-on-one as well as small business coaching. As the audience is being built, I want to remind you that when you get your PPP, your stimulus money, this is an opportunity for you to level up. Once you pay yourself, guess what? I would invite you to join Bossed Up Academy so that you can scale your business, so you can get out of business and get into business, because this is an opportunity again for you to level up. We're going to go over a few housekeeping things. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Sean. We're going to go over a few housekeeping items. Today, the number started for the funerals for $9,000 towards COVID deaths, and you can get up to $35,000 per family. Also, we're going to go over the email mess. A lot of people, if you have not done your email for your increase for EIDL, and EIDL is the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, that's straight through the SBA website, then you want to do that. If you, hey, Miss Teresa, if you have not done that, or if you got a reject on it, make sure you're not copying and pasting the email, because if you're copying too many letters, or if it's giving you a plus sign, or you got spaces, it may reject your email, but it's not going to give you a confirmation email coming back to you. So you want to make sure that you got that increased email correctly. They're saying that they're dropping money, but I don't have any confirmation of anybody that I personally know who has gotten their money on this increase. If you did not do it last year, I would suggest that you go in and do the application, because the application is up. But this time, instead of getting 6 months worth of income, working capital, they're going to give you 24 months. So that means they're going to give 4 times the amount that they gave last time. So you don't want to miss out. It's 3.75 is the interest rate. Also, they're asking, and I'm going to encourage each one of you to go to the SBA, go on Twitter, go to house.gov, go to senate.gov, and let your congressman know that we need this money forgiven. We don't want to pay it back. We don't want to have to pay it back. We can't afford to pay it back because we have been affected by the COVID, the pandemic. So tell them that we need it forgiven, just like PPP, where you don't have to pay it back. So we want to keep encouraging our congressmen to do that, and hopefully they'll listen if the masses continue to do that. So right now we're going to take a short little intermission break and then we're going to go into how you can get PPP and unemployment at the same time. We're back, everybody. Sorry, I'm having a little difficulty on my other screen. So I'm trying to get that together. But if you've made money with us, please do drop a money sign in the comments. If you got some money because you have heard something I said, drop a money sign, like and comment. Share this video because you never know who could use the help. Remember, you do not have to have an LLC. You can be a sole proprietor to get any of the things that I'm talking about as far as unemployment goes, EIDL. Thank you, Anthony, Lisa. We got some people that's dropping that money. Thank you. And don't forget to like and share the video, but don't get caught up in thinking that you have to have an LLC in order to get this money. You do not. You can use your Social Security number for PPP. You do not have to have a quote unquote company. You can be a sole proprietor. Remember, you can be an Uber driver. You can do hair. You don't have to have a 1099, but you can have a 1099. To take advantage of all of these programs, you can use your Social Security number. So don't forget that you can use your Social Security number. I can't stress that enough. You do not need an LLC. You do not need an EIN number. People, and also a lot of people are getting detected on their PPP because you think that you have to have an EIN number. Yes, you were doing business before the pandemic, but then you wanted to, somebody gave you, remember listening to people that know nothing about nothing, and they told you need a tax ID number, so you ran out and got a tax ID number. Well, that tax ID number, the government can see when that tax ID number was formed. So if your tax ID number was formed after February the 15th, then you need to be using your Social Security number like you were using before the pandemic. Don't use EIN numbers that you created once the pandemic started, because that's going to disqualify you because they can see when those EIN numbers were created. So it's okay to apply with your Social Security number. Don't let people that know nothing about nothing tell you something. So tonight's topic is about how do you get unemployment and PPP at the same time? I've had this question a lot, where people that know nothing about nothing telling people you can't get unemployment and PPP. That is a total untruth. On PPP, you have 6 months to spend the money, which is 24 weeks. You can spend your money in 24 weeks. You got 6 months to spend the money. So let's just do an example. Say right now you're out of work because of the pandemic, or you're not getting any business, so you're collecting the unemployment stimulus. Well, and say this week you get approved for PPP. The money drops for your PPP into your account. You're getting unemployment. You're getting unemployment stimulus plus your unemployment. Okay, say you only get unemployment for 3 more months. So in 3 months, which will be June, your unemployment stops. You can hold on to your PPP money and start using your PPP money in July, as long as you're not claiming it for the same time period. That's the only way that you can't double dip. You can't double dip on the time period. But can you get unemployment and PPP? Yes. Hold your PPP benefits, and then in July, then you use your 2.5 months if you're in a regular industry, and if you're in the food or hospitality industry, then you'll have 3.5 months. Then once you stop your unemployment, then you would start using your PPP money for your income. And when you get ready to do your forgiveness, and if you get audited or anything, then you can tell them, hey, yeah, I did collect unemployment, but I did not double dip because I started using my PPP money when my unemployment ran out. So don't listen to people that know nothing about nothing and cause you to lose out. So you can use that as a nest egg hold it over to the side because you got 6 months that you can spend it. Or say you want to stop doing because you want to use your PPP money right now, so you don't file your unemployment. Well, the unemployment stimulus goes to September. So if you want to stop your unemployment right now, use your PPP money, then, for the next 2.5, 3 months, then go back to unemployment and get the rest of unemployment. You can do that. You just can't double dip on the time frame. You can't say that you use the money, PPP money, at the same time that you were getting unemployment money. But can you get both? Yes. Can you get, even if you have if you got employees, the ERTC credit, which is the employee retention tax credit, it just cannot be used in conjunction when you claim in your ERTC credit. You can't use it for the same time period as you're using your PPP. So just don't overlap, don't double dip on the time frame, but you can double dip on the different funds, the different help that is out there for you. So just remember, don't double dip on the time frame, only double dip on the programs. So if you have any additional questions about that, I'll be glad to answer them. Also, I just want to keep reminding you, go after that EIDL. Even if you're using your Social Security number, use your Social Security number. Make sure that you're filling that out correctly, because it's going to be based on what you're saying your need is for them to give you 24 months of working capital. Now, the people that did the increase email are not the same people that's going to do the reconsideration. So if you were denied, still go back on my YouTube and you can look up those videos where we went over how to do a reconsideration. You need to do a reconsideration and not an increase. So make sure you go back and visit that. I'll do some more videos. I'll keep you updated as much as I can. Drop comments, drop inboxes. The more questions that I have, the more I can do a video to elaborate, to help people to get through this pandemic. Remember, we're going to turn this pandemic into a bandemic, because in difficulty lies opportunity. This is your opportunity to get ahead, because if you kill all your overhead with the money that they're giving you for operating costs, then you can use your profits to actually expand your business. But you're not supposed to use PPP or EIDL to expand your business, but it's designed to help you kill your overhead. So just remember that and keep it in perspective as to how you do it. The funds are running low, so you want to not keep procrastinating with PPP, because just because they extended it to May 31st does not mean they're going to have funds until May 31st. So make sure that you get on this, get on top of it. A lot of people are qualifying for the max of $20,800. If you can't figure out if your time is worth doing it, then say, okay, if I'm going to get $20,833, how long does it take me to make that same amount in my business versus doing a 45-minute, 30-minute application? So you make the choice, decide if it's worth your time. And like I said, in difficulty lies opportunity. This is your opportunity to get ahead, use it, and turn this pandemic into a bandemic.